in the strong, high desert cedar trees. I speak with a green sage tongue where female words sparkle. Like shimmering summer storm clouds, like the shimmering eyes of our brown grandchildren, grandmothers. The old language lives atop the fingertip swirls, a din-din, shining, shining. Rooted at the foot of Huerfano Mesa, grandmother prayed, is praying inside her circle home, where her songs and prayers rise like shimmering winter star constellations, like the shimmering eyes of her brown grandchildren. The old language lives atop the fingertip swirls. Masane, masane, grandmother, grandmother. Woman speaks with glittering hands, each finger gripping the femme voice, curving lines where female words dance vertical. Like the shimmering waters of the animus, like the shimmering overflowing arroyos at creation. The old language lives atop the fingertip swirls. Nihizad, nihizad, our voice, our voice. So,
Yazzie, welcome to the space of me, myself, and I, where we meet eye to eye. There's nothing to say goodbye. Halango, Yazzie, where I am from sand and rock, where my true self prospers. Comfort and confidence restores, pines, juniper, my bad. O nastasi, blue grama, needle and thread thrown another, beats for truthful, obnoxious, and free-willed people, where I am described as respectful, reserved, and anew. Life is good, with whoosh puncturing traditions and potato salad at a table of enjoyment. Together again, for once I play Monopoly, now where it can match to I.
The wind that is always there, you follow me everywhere I go. When I was young, living or staying with Shamasana Begande, Delkande, for 3 years, leaning or beating against the walls that once surround me. Before you came, Neil, it was once quiet, flowing over hills of gray, sailing over ocean blues and foam, seeing violence and peace, as if the two were nothing but friendly acquaintances. Listening to the stories he had to share, hearing you at home was a pleasure and a curse. Once a bored mind, then a forever thinking phenomenon. Hearing you again when the outside world went quiet, playing outside to be greeted by you. Hearing you during the storms, creating intense winds as I played, sheltering my eyes from your violent hands, the rough banging of the rain, almost gentle but yet pounding. Forever soothing me as the thunder struck, like a forever beating drum, or forever beating heart. You are there to create dreams and to create nightmares. You have been there since I could remember. When I listen, when I concentrate, just hard enough, I could still hear you, could still feel you, holding those stories as they shift within my heart. Always a pleasure to be your muse, always there to listen to you. Shani Ákeé'lchi'i Neil.
and so it's called Night into Day. Insignificant little pink trailer house, rust hanging off on Merrimack Street, just off Jensen Drive, just down from the salvage yard that kept us alive in a city that wriggles in shimmery life echoes. Birth, growth, lessons, heartbreaks, the fading away, that which I never thought I would lose. Patches of memories, cliches of teachings. People are people no matter where you go, and always take the high road no matter where you go, but pave your own way no matter where you always protect your name, no matter where you go. And go went, and remained to a place of Johona'e, where I met the 4 mountains and discovered their real names and teachings. They introduced me to Deneta, to people unknown to me, to words uncertain to me, to feelings so tangible to me. Shimmery life echoes. Shi, that's me. Shije'e, my father, my past. Shavchena, my shimmering, echoing hope.
Walking up the steep steps of Dodge Hall, carrying a case full of books, just in case. Remembering all those years, once for a 10-year stretch, of working on this campus when it was Navajo Academy, Navajo Mission Academy, and finally Navajo Preparatory School. I noted all the beautiful youth, full of their own stories, their own laughter. One question nagged, where is the classroom set of the Diné reader? Not surprisingly, Venaya mentioned the same later on. The mom in me, who wants to control, and the crazy teenager in me, who remembers the pain of young love turned scary, started clamoring inside me on hearing their love poems. Valentine's Day was only 2 days away, and a young man came to class with a bouquet of flowers and a balloon, foreshadowing maybe. The poems were sweet, raw, and honest. There was even mention of lovers, plural. I could not shout out any scoldings. I had to sit and read in silence and only suggest proper wording or grammar. You cannot stop teenagers from falling in love. The dog owner in me melted at the poems about pets. Yes, how we love our dogs and cats. These are surprising words from the horrid mom in me who took so long to allow for dogs to become part of our household. In my childhood, I only knew working sheepdogs. I have written several poems about my own grandparents, especially my grandmothers. So immediately I recognized those grandparent crushes. One was about opposing grandmothers who practiced different religions, but still taught the writer to emphatically state, dear girl, what powerful song code. Poignant was the memory of warm sand and the tire swing at another grandma's house. There was also the grandpa who called for puppy Jean whenever the dogs came running. Grandparents bring it all out in us. The bilingual educator in me loved the use of our Diné language, but also endearing were those who wrote in Cree, in Hawaiian, in French, in Latin, and perhaps other languages that I didn't even catch. So wow, Shashchina, because even I didn't do that when I was a high schooler. You had me flipping through the Navajo English dictionaries and straining for the correct words. Always good practice to struggle with writing Diné, once primarily an oral language. The elder in me got jolted by the poems that insinuated some jaded thoughts. There were the laments about being tired of school already. There were the concerns about leaving high school for more education and having to choose a career that brings in great income or one that satisfies other needs. I recalled how I didn't really think seriously about my future career when I was graduating high school. I just knew I needed to go to college. These are hard-thinking students, always questioning. Walking back down those steep Dodge Hall steps, I carried a new bundle of memories and thoughts. about the 11th and 12th grade Eagles at Navajo Prep. Yeah.
So I had help from Mr. Tipicani, Mr. Bigay, Ms. Vicente, Mr. Berlin. All these people helped me to craft my own poem in Navajo. So forgive me if I say a few things wrong, but let's start. This is our language. Kodohajogo de lech, kode konde se zingo so de sin. Tade dinto inna, nenta hiskech. God na has do na has jish. Shiso de sin che be yashke. Shizad naskon. Hi na do lech. Yes ha ol ni hade deya. Shitz elke, shita do shibije. Benito be ayone, shenente nasi. Shike be ayone, kote se zingo so de sin. Shizad nasko hi na to lech. Ashonde shige bezad, yato lachta. Inte nkizad Yo yich go ditz Nechama pahajon, nechama pahoji pa. Benne daditz Benne chine bezad ye yadalkin. Belagane do bish achot eda. Se zingo na askon, do nefyat eda. Do achot eda. Che hadesht che adesh kish. Nintesh ye bezad do yefketa do lech. Beche yen, bezazayen, do chwith ilinta. Ane hastin jil hajene manilito abid. Na bahel ye o barbensido bahachin.